Hi, I'm going to give you a little bit of an update and let you know that today I started a new goal. I didn't make my most recent goal, which was, I think, to lose 7 pounds by October 23rd, by yesterday. Didn't make it. Got so close. So close. Got to within 1.5 pounds. And then I ate when I didn't need to eat. I ate when I wasn't hungry. Stoop. It's not like I don't know better. Um, It was, I don't even know why I did. I made a batch of fat bombs, which I'd be happy to show you, them, except I ate them all over, over about a 3-day period. Dum, 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 dum. So delicious. They're pumpkin fat bombs made with cream cheese and pumpkin and sugar-free salted caramel syrup. I just, I don't know why I did that, but I did. So anyway, so the next goal is a different one. It might be my last goal ever. And I have had weight loss goals essentially forever, since probably the age of 25. I'm 58. It's Monday today, so we all know what that means. It just happens to be that today is the first day of my new goal. So here's what I'm doing. It's a little bit more ambitious. I'd like to lose 14.3 pounds by January 8th. January 8th is the day in 2014 when I started following the ketogenic diet. It was the day I saw Dr. Westman's white coat video that sent me on this whole thing. And I think that'd be pretty cool. And the 14.3, well, part of it has to do with my spreadsheet. I have a very large spreadsheet that I have kept for over 15 years through weight gains, and weight losses, and gains, and losses, and gains, and gains. And now it's been losses, and losses, and losses. It's a very arbitrary number, but it would be a wondrous number if I could get there. This would be a number that I didn't think possible. I don't share my weight, at least not yet. Maybe one of these days I will. I'll tell you almost anything else about me. But I'm not at a point where I'm ready to share my weight. Mostly not because my weight now is an issue, but because then my husband would know how much I started out at, because he can do math. I don't want him to know how much I weighed at my heaviest. Silly, but it's the truth. So you might be seeing this on my blog. If you are, look up at the top of the page. You'll see a tab called My New Goal or My Next Goal. And I've adjusted it. I had that, there's a graph, and you can see, ideally, if I did a straight line, I guess from your perspective there, down from today till January 8th, this is where the weight loss would be. Then you'll see plotted out where my daily weight is. And then you'll see an orange line, I think it's orange, which shows the trend line based on my actual weight. So that can adjust. If I'm like this, you'll see whether the trend is moving downwards or upwards, whatever. So I plotted it today. I'm actually a little ahead of the game today, so that's good. I want to talk to you about another couple of topics. I've been on my own for about 3 weeks while my husband has been out of the country. And the first week I kind of ate food that was still here in the house and still was eating when I didn't need to, wasn't hungry. Then I realized the second week, I really just don't need or want much food. To a very large degree, the fat bombs notwithstanding, to a very large degree, I've lost interest in food. This is fantastic. I'm not eating. I'm not saying don't eat because I want to lose weight. I've just lost interest. I'm eating really because when I get sufficiently empty, I like the feeling of emptiness. It's a feeling of lightness, and I kind of like that. That's my new normal, kind of quasi-empty all the time. When I get just empty enough, eat something. And it's such a relief because then here's my actual thought process now. Thank goodness I'm done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to eat anymore. When did I ever think that I would feel that way? This has been remarkable to me. And I'm going to go with this. I'm going to accept the fact that underneath all of this fat for all of these years, and a lot of my eating was triggered because I was eating carbohydrates like we were told to do, healthy whole grains and all that, or not so healthy. I was just eating carbohydrates. My brain was telling me to eat, so I'd keep eating. All I could do was think about the next meal. It was terrible. It was terrible. Now I don't think about the next meal. I could care less about the next meal. I'm kind of and I don't care about variety that much. I did at the beginning. I was, wanting to find recipes and dishes, and I know many people want a lot of variety. I just am not one of them at this point. That might change. So I'm kind of eating the same thing just about every day. Fat bombs notwithstanding. And I went to dinner. A friend of mine made a lovely, delicious, ketogenic dinner. So excited. She has started the program. She's lost some weight. She made a lovely meal. And frankly, I ate more than I needed because it was delicious. And it was good friends and good conversation. And it was great. She made a chicken chili without the beans. It was all very keto friendly. She made a salad with homemade blue cheese dressing. And I had a martini. And it was great. I didn't need that food. I wasn't really hungry. Sorry, Janet, but it was delicious. So thank you, Janet. It was really good. Anyway, but for the most part, I ate a big breakfast made of bacon or sausage and eggs and some kind of cheese. This morning it was feta cheese. Sometimes it's fresh mozzarella cheese. 3 big mugs of coffee with heavy cream. And that might be it. This has been it. If I really feel like I need something, maybe a hard-boiled egg in the afternoon. And let me tell you what this has done. This has freed my brain up. Food is not the boss of me anymore. I don't worry about what's next. I'm not thinking about food. I'm not thinking about preparing food or shopping for food. I had an aunt, Aunt Elizabeth, one of my mother's sisters. She was actually for her whole life known as Teensy, Aunt Teensy. Aunt Teensy, that was not an ironic name. She was a very petite person. She was probably not as tall as I am. I'm 5 feet tall on a good day. 5'1", maybe. She was very, very petite. She didn't care about food. She just didn't care about food. She wasn't anorexic. She wasn't trying to not, eat. She just didn't care. She said if someone could just come up with a pill that I could eat every day to make sure I would get what I needed, that'd be fine with me. Wondrous. And of course everyone around was, I wish I was like Teensy. What if I'm actually like Teensy? I just didn't know it because I was so brain hungry all the time. One of my subscribers wrote that in the whole topic about eating when not hungry, she said that she realizes that sometimes she feeds her brain agitation. I think it's a great way to put it. What if I'm Teensy? I used to think I was my dad. My dad was a big guy. Big guy. He was known as Jelly Belly. Also not an ironic name. He was a big fella. So I just assumed I was like my dad. Maybe I'm like Teensy. I just didn't know. I had this big fat quilt of fat around me, and I had this carbohydrate-induced fury to eat. Strip all that away. I don't care that much about food. Maybe you're the same way. Maybe you think that you are controlled by food, and maybe we are when we are being fueled by glucose, which means we're sugar adapted rather than burning fat for fuel, which is keto adapted. And maybe maybe you're not. See how little, if you really listen, try to get a little empty. Empty doesn't mean starving down with hunger. You're going to fall out. You're going to faint. No, don't worry about that. See if you can just test yourself. Just see. I do recommend testing your ketones in some way so you can tell. If you have too many variables, you think you're not overeating carbohydrate or overeating protein or whatever, and you're not losing weight and you're not feeling like you've heard people in ketosis feel, you can't really tell unless you find out if you're in ketosis. The cheapest way, really, these little things. I'll put a link to these. They're little urine strips. They're very easy to do. It's not a big deal. You get them, you do your thing in the morning, and on the back, there's this color code. If you're anything other than this color, you're in ketosis. If you're really dark purple, you're spilling over a lot of ketones. If you're just a little pink, you're spilling over a little ketones. But you're in ketosis. That's good. After a while, those sticks will not be as effective because you stop spilling over excess ketones and you're using them. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. So try to get yourself into ketosis. Very low carbohydrate, under 20 grams ideally. My carbohydrates are quite low. It is not unhealthy for me. I will tell you, this is what works for me. Everyone is different. There's no one set of rules for anybody. I eat very few vegetables. I've been informed everyone must eat leafy greens every day. I'll be honest, to me, how is that any different than what we were told that everyone must eat complex carbohydrates every day? No. It's like saying everyone must get 8 hours of sleep every day. No, some people need 5 hours of sleep. Some people need 10. We're all different. I'm only doing what works for me. If my situation changes, I'll continue to do what works for me, whatever that means. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. If you don't believe in eating very low carbohydrate, don't do it. There are many roads that can lead to the same destination. I have 3 children. They're all married. We can have a meal that is made up of people sitting around the table who are following the ketogenic diet, my husband and I, who are omnivores. They eat everything, including, banana muffins, vegetarians, and at one meal there was a vegan. Everyone ate well, everyone was happy, everyone is healthy. You can get to where you want to go. Weight Watchers works for many people. Paleo is great for some. So anyway, I'm rambling again. I always think I'm going to make a short video and then I end up making a long one. So here's the thing. On a personal level, I've started a new goal. I missed the other one by a smidge. It's okay. I'm in ketosis. I test it every day. I'm in ketosis. My blood sugar is fantastic. This morning it was 50. Again, for some people that might be low. It's not low for me. I'm a postmenopausal, middle-aged woman who's keto adapted. There haven't been a lot of studies on what's healthy, what's too low for a postmenopausal, middle-aged woman who's keto adapted. Studies are done on general populations, and people don't spend money testing postmenopausal women. Anyway, if you're not on my blog, go to my blog, look at my chart, cheer me on. I would be thrilled to pieces to get to this goal, and it will be my last weight loss goal. Can't even imagine. That would be stunning. If I don't get there, if I don't lose another ounce, I'm great. I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I'm wearing my husband's jeans. I did a video about that, about being able to fit into my trim husband's jeans. Wow, that was a big deal. Have a great day. If you are starting a new goal today, just start. You don't have to wait for next Monday or tomorrow. Start right now. Just don't eat. Keep your carbohydrates below 20. Moderate protein. Only eat when you're hungry. And keep the faith. And check back in. Thanks for watching. TTFN.